I'm Reed Erickson, and I'm the Vice President of Production here at Creative Technology. A bunch of the events that we are leveraging technology like SMPTE 2110, like advanced multiviewer solutions, is to help us take the conventional workflow, which was to have a whole bunch of APV people and equipment directly behind the stage, for example, and move them to another location that's often less valuable real estate. And for our end clients, the huge thing about that is the fact that you can push that stage another 16 feet back, for example, and fit another 100 or however many people in that room. You asked the question about what are the business problems that we're solving. One of them is this flexibility problem of I'm not sure what my end client's going to need. I know that they can be unpredictable and we love them for that, but I need to be able to respond to that like right now, and how can I make that easier? And the other one is sometimes it's financial. How can I centralize some of these positions? We work in markets where space is at a premium and people are at a premium. So how can I centralize some functions to help me deliver more show for a similar budget? And the last one is quality. When you're able to centralize that management, similar to what the major television networks are doing in quality checking everything that hits their air, you're able to be sure that what you're delivering is consistent. The piece of this that's super useful for us with flexible licensing or zero friction licensing is the fact that we know we have a baseline amount, for example, of multi-viewer channels that we expect to use year round. And what TAG lets us do is essentially move into a model where we pay for those additional channels or for those additional licenses when we need them. And so we can scale that into an OpEx model where we're not carrying a whole bunch of licenses we don't plan to use all the time, but on our biggest shows, we have an easy way to scale up and use what we need and of course pay for it, but without carrying that cost all the time. The two things that every show has to have, they have to have it, and they become the most important tools that you have. I think number one is an intercom system, because when people can't speak to each other, you're in big, big trouble. The second one is the monitoring tool set that you use to see what's actually happening. TAG is one of the suite of tools that we use to actually see what's happening out in the world. Every control room you go into has a set of monitors behind you because we need to see what we're doing along the signal path. Having tools that tell us what's actually happening in the delivery environment is hugely important because, again, as everything gets more and more IP-based, understanding what's actually happening along the way lets us, again, solve problems faster and say yes faster to our end clients.